Welcome to the Grind Gaming Podcast. I am your host, Maura, aka Miss Mischief. Today I am joined by Hunter.
Hello.
And Yin has returned for another episode.
We are back. Hello.
all 7 of his personalities, they're all back.
Whoa!
It's the big we. I don't know. I say that every time someone says we about themselves. But I say we all the time, so I do have a lot of personalities. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
It is us. Okay.
It is I, the 7, the holy sacred 7. Oh my god. I feel like I'm losing it.
I know, I am
week.
too. I'm losing it too. I moved out of my college apartment, moved to my parents' house for the summer, and then we'll see where we go from there, and it's good stuff, but yeah, I'm losing it.
Man, like, speaking of moving, I have to move out of my apartment like August 1st and move into my new place.
Yeah.
But
it's
okay,
like
so
2 weeks later, right?
Yeah, my lease is up August 1st.
Yeah.
And I called them today and I was like, "Hey, what does it look like for me to move in early?" Cuz with my current place, to move in early, I had to pay them like $200.
Yeah.
But I could move in like 2 weeks early. This place, I can move in, I think it's like August 22nd is when my lease starts.
Mm-hmm.
I called them today and I was like, "Hey, can I move in early?" And they're like, "You're going to have to call us mid-July or at the beginning of August to see if you can move in early." And I'm like, "Are you serious?"
What does that even mean? What is the difference?
I don't know. Well, like the guy, he explained it to me. He was like, "Oh, because I don't know what unit you're in and blah, 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 blah. I don't know what your roommate situation is in." And I'm just like,
you can ask me.
I'm like, bro,
I'm right here.
I'm already...
Wait, yeah, have they just not assigned them?
I guess not.
That's
I don't
insane.
know.
It seems very late to assign roommates.
Well, because I mean, like, I even made like a request for certain roommates, and they were like, yeah, you're all good. You're set to go. And I was like, cool. So it's gonna be 5 new people moving into a house. So that house is gonna be vacant. I know their lease ends like August 1st with everyone else's.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so their lease is up August 1st. So that means that I can move in like August 2nd, right? Because in Texas, it's like the apartment only has to be like swept clean. Like you don't have to deep clean or anything when you move out.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like,
wait,
that's fine.
Do you not? Well, unless it's in your contract, right?
Yeah, but I think it's like Texas like law.
Wait,
that's
really?
like-
I definitely
unless
get
your
charged.
contract says otherwise.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unless your contract says otherwise, it just has to be swept clean. Which, like, before I move out, like, I'll like dust and vacuum before I leave.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna like do anything else. I'll make sure there's like no mold or anything. I'll make sure it's habitable for another human being. But I'm just like, okay, so if people are moving out August 1st in my new place, that means I can move in August 2nd, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Makes sense.
So then, like, why can't it just be, like, a flip-flop, you know? Like, I move all my stuff out of my current place August 1st. They move all their stuff out August 1st. And then August 2nd, I just move all my stuff in.
Yeah, I think they have to, like, go in and check each individual thing. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It was
I don't know, but it's like, if I'm moving in early, like, why can't you just, like... I don't know. I'm at that point where it's, like, I'm probably going to have to call and get a storage unit somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Because I am not gonna drive all the way down to Lubbock just to move all my shit out and drive all the way back.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
there's no
absolutely a
reason
fact.
to.
Yeah, did I not tell you what I did last time?
No, what did you do last time?
Last summer, it's not optimal, okay, but I had to move out of my house that I was staying in, and then I just couch hopped for 2 weeks while taking summer courses because I still had summer courses that I had to be there in person for. So your apartment complex just doesn't care. Like, no one lives, unless you like renewed your lease, no one lives anywhere in an apartment complex or in a house like in a college town, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking to like ours specifically. I don't think anyone does. So I'm just couch hopping. There were like 3 or 4 other people in my summer class that had to couch hop for the last 2 weeks.
It's just
summer
it's
courses.
just such bullshit.
Or last week and a half.
Like, honestly.
That's kind of what I did.
It's such
I mean, I didn't even go to like college, but I mean, like after I got out of the military, I had friends at UNT, and I just couch hopped at UNT. I didn't even go to school over there. I just
Wait,
couch hopped over there.
wait.
It's
Yin,
frustrating.
you served in the military?
Yeah, for a little bit. I got booted out as an ELS because I had asthma.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
I did not know that about you. Like when you're just like
I
when
didn't
I
know
was in
that
the
either. That's
military, I
kinda
was
sick.
like, damn, that's sick, bro.
Yeah, it was like I was never in. They kind of wiped on my record. I still have my clothes though, and like 2 ribbons from training,
Mm.
and like
Huh.
my boots and my blues. But yeah, I don't have my ID or anything.
Mm.
I didn't know that at
I mean,
all.
like I've thought about couch surfing for like
It's awful.
It's
not-
so
I-
stressful.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
really want to
it's-
do that though because like
I just feel
Yeah.
I felt like a burden the whole time because like when they cook breakfast in the morning, they're like, "You want some?" Like I mean, like it's just, like you're
No,
just
yeah,
there.
it's exactly true. It's very weird. I mean, I was in college, and like no one cooks breakfast in college. I may make some like Eggos or something.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, I was not a fan of couch hopping. It's just not fun, and like
Yeah.
especially when you have to go to class too, because couches are pretty uncomfortable, and I can sleep like anywhere, but couches can be really uncomfortable, and it's just like hard to set up because a lot of my classes had online homework. So like setting up a computer was really awkward. And
Yeah,
it's just
on my little laptop.
it's just not fun. Yeah.
Well,
I had to move out early too. So I had to move out like not even August 1st. It was like I want to say July 22nd or 23rd, something like that.
mhm.
And I was couch hopping during my birthday.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
Oh.
So I
Hunter.
spent my time couch hopping, and I was like, "Wow, what a birthday!"
It's...
And then I got roasted by like my favorite streamer on his stream, and I was
Yeah.
he just called me dog shit stupid.
Oh my god.
And he was worried for my public safety because I don't know my lefts from my rights. It was bad. But it was funny. It's a good clip. It's an insane clip. It's really
That's
funny.
Amazing.
Great
Wow.
great streamer.
I love that. Oh god. That's just
At least you learned something. Okay.
the only problem is with me like couch surfing for like 2 weeks is I have to work. Like we have to be able to do the
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
in there. I won't be able to record if I'm couch surfing. That won't work.
Yeah, it's really frustrating. Well, you can. Oh, I don't know what you use, but also, yeah, how's that gonna work? Because you're like not even in the state of Texas.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
you're kind of just out there.
Yeah, it's not great. Well, the thing is, if I couch surfed, I'd ideally would want to couch surf in Lubbock. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's just like it's a whole issue because if I can't move in, it's a whole thing.
I got a couch.
I'm not sleeping on your
Couch.
couch.
James has a couch.
You
Okay,
can't even, like,
actually, I did
close.
think about that. I did think about like that thought hit me today. I was like, you know what? I could just move out of my place, and if I actually manage to buy a car by the end of the summer, fingers crossed, then I could just like move out and then just be like, hey
Yeah.
James, I'm coming to stay on your couch for 2 weeks, and then we'll
Listen,
drive
man,
we'll
drive back
I've
together.
Been I've been asking James to get a grindhouse, man. He teased us last year. Him and Silas, they were literally just looking through apartments for just no reason. Like, oh, grindhouse coming through. Like they were just teasing us for so long. And I was like, dude, if like I will leave. I will run away. I will be there right now. Like I will pay rent. I will be there right now. I will. Yes, please.
All-
It will just be so easy.
All I will say is the content opportunities for being in like a
Facts.
grindhouse.
Yes. it will just
You
be
think I'm
so
funny? You think I'm
simple.
funny now?
Just wait till
behind
I'm
a
roasting you
microphone.
in person. Yeah, just wait till I'm doing it in person, man. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
There we go.
I'm
That's
just
all.
a
That's all
different person.
we need.
God.
It would just
Oh,
be
yeah,
so
I think
nice.
I'm the same person. I think I'm the same person.
I mean, I'm the same, but I'm
online.
just like less shy, you know. Like I'm not like. I mean, like. I don't know. I can't really explain it. I'm more, like, out there, I guess.
I think I'm more out there on the internet. But like it's because I just don't care. Like when we do this job, I think I was listening to another podcast, and it was like when we do this job, like the whole point of the job, like yeah, I need to be professional the whole time. Like I'm not gonna say anything stupid, but I don't say anything stupid.
I say
Let me take it
stupid
back.
shit all the
I don't
time.
say anything. I don't say anything. I don't say anything like problematic like in my life typically.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like come out here either. But I say stupid stuff to make people laugh, and that's kind of just what I do in real life too. Just say dumb stuff.
100%.
I have realized though that after we started creating this content, that I just say dumb stuff all the time to make people laugh, like even more than I did before. because I've like started caring less. So
That's fair.
like my little sister's birthday party's coming up pretty soon. Like her birthday's coming up this month, and we're having like a pool party, or I don't know what it is, but I was at the store with my mom, and she was like looking at the cake section of the store, and they make cakes over here. I don't know like if Walmart or anyone else does it, but like they make cakes over here at this place called Tom Thumb.
Walmart does,
yeah.
but they're, in my opinion, not great. At that point, it's like, if you're gonna spend that kind of money, just bake one on your own.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
No, not with my family. My family cannot bake.
Oh.
But we, we're sitting there and we're looking through the beach theme stuff. I'm like, oh, is it a beach theme party? And my mom's like, no, it's beach ball themed. And I just looked at her.
Beach ball
go,
themed?
Yeah, I looked at her. I go, Mom, how is a beach? How is a beach ball a theme of a birthday party?
Yeah.
That's just a ball.
It's just an item.
It's a toy.
And the lady behind the counter, yeah, I know. And the lady behind the counter lost it. Like, she thought it was the funniest thing she'd heard in her, I don't know, like 47 years of life. Like, that was it. I peaked it. It's all downhill for her. No, I didn't peak. But I peaked her. Her life is like downhill from there. Like, it's never gonna get better than that beach ball comment I made in the cake aisle of Tom Thumb for that lady's life. And I'm sorry, and I feel bad about it.
Oh my god.
But it's just like that's how hard she laughed. It's so funny.
Oh man, like there are some stories that I share on the podcast that I never thought that I would hear come out of my mouth, like, ever again.
Yeah, same.
Like there's just some things that I just, like, I don't know. Like, when I'm on the podcast, like, my filter is just gone, except for, like, so everything is fair game except for, like, politics. That is one thing that I refuse to talk to you about with anybody. It doesn't matter if, like, you're my brother or my sister. I refuse to talk about politics because it's just fucking everywhere and everyone has an opinion. And I'm like, I probably won't agree with anyone on anything. So, no politics. So that's just one rule. But everything else is just fair game. You know? I hear myself sharing some of this weirdest shit, and I'm like, why is this coming out of my mouth?
No, like I said, I refuse to watch the podcast after I record it. I will never watch a podcast after I record it because I don't want to know what I said.
I don't want to watch
because
the
I don't
episodes
remember
that I'm in.
Well, no, I don't. Well, the thing is that I don't remember. Like, I turn my brain off when I record content, and I don't remember what I say.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to know what I said, and then whatever's out there is out there. And then if someone tells me it was something bad, that's when I'll look back at it. But like, I trust Maura to cut anything out if I said anything bad. But I just don't like talk like that.
Usually, I cut me saying stuff. It's nothing like too bad. It's just kind of stuff that just kind of like I just threw in randomly. I don't even remember saying it. It just kind of happened. It's just word vomit. And it didn't even it didn't even add to the subject at hand, and I'm like, we're just gonna remove that.
All right. Hey, never mind. I'm gonna have to cut that out. 1437. Sorry, I hit my mic and I want to cut that out. Anyways,
it's fine.
Or I'll let you know, Maura. You can cut that out. You can cut out me knocking the crap out of my mic.
It's fine. I'm sure I'll hear it and I'll be like, that's gonna go.
Also, me fixing this if that shows up too. But yeah,
it's fine. I go through everything with a pretty fine tooth comb. Because it's like,
nice.
Because like we're here as personalities, but we're also here like representing grind. So it's a fine line to walk. Like we can say some things like Rooster Teeth does, but then there are other things that we're like, we can't quite touch that subject.
Yeah. So something really interesting about video games. The PlayStation 5 was announced. What a segue! You're welcome.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Those.
Oh man! Again, there I go throwing random shit.
I hate being cocky. I hate being cocky like that. That's like I think it's really funny, and I always do it as a joke, but I'm afraid it's gonna become part of my personality just to say something cocky like that and actually mean it. And if that happens one day, I'm just gonna go like be a hermit for like 20 years until I learn how to not be cocky. Because I never want to be like, you're welcome, I'm the best at this. Like, I hate that. I hate people like that.
Oh, but PlayStation 5, that thing is...
It did come out.
That thing looks interesting. It on
I think a lot of good things have come out of it, like the memes. I think the memes are
Oh, yeah.
sick.
The memes are pristine. Okay, the memes are perfect.
the memes are amazing.
I saw one today that was it was the PS5 controller. Next to it was just like an open pistachio, but it was colored black in the middle and white.
That's what I was thinking. It looked like I was like, it looks like a clam, and then my brain went, no, it looks like a library book like unzipping itself.
Funny. It's so
now,
good.
Yeah, now all I see is it's a pistachio,
Yeah,
an
it's
unshelled
so
pistachio. That's.
I know.
Oh,
big fan,
I'm
big
never
fan.
gonna
But
unsee that.
some of the games though, very sick. I'm not much of a console gamer. I do have a PS4. I have like Kingdom Hearts 3,
Yes.
Spider-Man, and like Until Dawn. I actually just played Until Dawn with my siblings these past few days, and they're really young. They're like 12 and 11, or like they're 12 and 11, and so they're a lot younger than me. And I played Until Dawn with them and let them make all the choices or whatever. And it's just like, I was like, don't say the bad words. But, you know, I'm the cool big brother, right? So,
Oh, man.
so when I played
100%.
that, and my little brother actually in his room has like, you know those LED lights that people put in their computers to like make them light up?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He has those, but he has like a long strip, or like 2 or 3 long. He's like a long strip around the top of his room.
Oh, yeah,
So
that's
we
a
could,
big
like,
trend right now.
yeah,
I've thought about doing it.
It's like kind of cool because it's like I don't know, maybe like $10, $15.
Yeah.
Something really cheap.
Well, then you can
and it
like
looks
change
really
the
cool in the room.
colors.
Yeah, so we like turned it to like a blue and like dimmed it down really really dark and turned off all the lights, so it's kind
Ooh.
of spooky. We played Until Dawn and they got to make all the choices, and they weren't that bad. They actually saved people that I didn't think they would
love
be able to.
that.
Wow.
So it was pretty sick.
We stand your siblings.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really fun. And then yeah, so like and then some Destiny 2, but I really only play like Kingdom Hearts, Spider-Man, and Until Dawn like recently, but that's very rarely. I might perfect the game just because I thought it was good because I finally finished it. But yeah, and then like I only started playing Spider-Man again because I never finished it because the new one comes out and it looks so sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's Miles Morales. Oh, I'm so excited. That he has the coolest Spider-Man suit of all time. Like, it's just so sick. Just with the black and then like the red lines. Oh, I'm such a fan. And I think he's like an incredible Spider-Man too. It's like a cool upbringing, cool story.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very big fan.
Man.
So lots of. Did any of you guys watch the event or like the YouTube? Yeah, the PlayStation 5 event.
I didn't
Yeah.
watch the full reveal. I kind of watched it like afterwards. I kind of just watched the trailers. You know, I didn't want to watch the whole.
Yeah, I just get the cliff
Yeah.
notes of the event from somewhere because I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't have the time to just sit here for hours and just watch people.
It was like an hour. It was only like an hour.
Still, to me, 1
Other
hour in a setting like that is like the equivalent to like 3 hours. So put me in like a 3-hour
was-
seminar and I'm like, oh my god, kill me. Bro,
I know, it definitely wasn't bad.
I
It was good.
can't even pay attention to a 1-hour lecture. I can't pay attention to
That's totally different.
I
That's
can't-
totally
I can't.
different.
Oh man. But
Because
Yeah,
lectures are
lectures more-
boring.
Yeah.
I'm the worst kind of student.
Yeah, me too.
I'll show up to
Those-
class, but
those
that
are the
doesn't mean to
best
get my
kind of
attention.
students. The worst
So-
kind of students are the best kind of students.
So a really cool thing with the PlayStation 5 thing though was that they didn't release the price. And by cool thing, I mean that sucks and that's very, very dumb. And I'm not a fan. Like, let me know how much it's gonna cost. 'cause,
Yeah,
like,
that's a very
I'll end up buying it
sneaky
'cause
thing
I'm
to
just
do.
yeah, I'm just a shill for video games in general. So like, I want to have a console, even though I'm just gonna play it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll save up and buy it and whatnot. But
I've never.
it looks like yesterday, Amazon did a little no.
Mhm.
What they do.
Amazon did a little no, and they leaked the price.
What was it?
Looks like, honestly, obviously unconfirmed, but it does look like they leaked the price. For what I saw today, $499 for the PlayStation 5 that has the disc tray in it, and $399 for the all digital one.
Wow.
So they have two
$3.99.
versions to
That's
where
actually-
you have to download all the
I'll-
games.
That's
I'll go
not
for
bad.
$3.99. That's pretty good. $3.99 one.
That-
I feel like
that
a lot
is
of people
not
are gonna go
bad.
for that digital one.
That's
That is not bad. I think the digital thing is very, very cool.
I agree.
Big fan. I think my only issue is
Storage
so-
is what my brain instantly goes to. Is there's not enough storage for the console software, and then having games downloaded out the ass. It's like I always have like
Yeah,
4 or
the
5
thing
games
is-
downloaded on a console at a time, and it's like because I can never make up my
Yeah.
mind, and I'll be sick of playing one game, and I'll be like, oh, I want to play something else. But if I can only
Well,
have
the
one
thing
game
is
downloaded at a
that-
time, that's gonna drive me insane.
Oh yeah, for sure. But the thing is that like you have to install the games anyways,
That is true.
right?
Discs are pretty
Like-
much obsolete now.
Yeah.
Like with the Xbox One and the PS4, like when you'd go buy a game
You
and then
just
you
have to
pop
install
in and then you gotta wait like 20 to 30 minutes while it installs anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So why not just have the digital version
that is true.
and it'll be fine.
And with that
And
extra
it's kind of
like
crazy.
with that extra like $100, you could buy a handful
Exactly.
of games right off the bat.
You could buy like 2 games almost.
Or some
Or
more
little-
controllers,
Little under
you know?
2 games.
Yeah.
Yeah, or more. Yeah, or like a game and a controller. Yeah, it's kind
Yeah.
of crazy that
Or
we're in a day and
or a
age to where
headset. I mean, if it doesn't come with a headset, I would hope that it comes with a headset because the Xbox did it right. It came with a headset.
Right.
yeah. So I think that there's probably going to be like a set maybe to where
Yeah, a
like you
bundle.
get like to where you get like the whole thing. But the crazy thing is that like how are we now in like a day and age to where we pay $100 more to have like the
physical
less
copy.
advanced thing, like you know what I mean?
That is true.
Physical copy.
Like,
I mean, if you think about
like-
it, most computers don't even have disk drives anymore.
exactly,
yeah, we don't
that's what I'm
even-
saying.
yeah.
I don't have a disk
Like the
drive.
computer-
Mine was because mine caught on fire when I installed it, but that's beside the point.
Oh my god. Well, like the
It's
computer,
whatever.
the laptop that I use for school, it doesn't have a disk drive on it, but my gaming PC,
Yeah.
it does have a disk drive, and it's also a laptop. But it's just like I don't know, it's weird.
It's very strange that you pay more now. I guess you pay for the accessibility of being able to buy stuff, but
Yeah.
but why? I don't think I've gone to a store and bought a game.
And
in
I
a
think
hot
I
minute.
think it's like more portable as well. You know, you can bring it to a friend's house if they don't have it. You know.
But
and,
isn't
like-
it though that
But
like
it
the
doesn't
console's gonna
matter.
But isn't the console backwards compatible?
I
I
don't
would
know.
hope
'Cause
so.
think
If I
so.
remember, like
I would-
PlayStation
I would
4 was
hope-
backwards compatible, but like I think
I
that
would-
might be why.
I would hope if we're going into the next generation of consoles, that the next generation of consoles is fully backward compatible.
Yeah, I'm a
Like-
big fan of the way Nintendo's done it.
Yeah.
Which is like kind of meh, but also not that bad. But like they've released, like their really old games or their like old properties that they have. Of course, like on the console for download, so you just like get a whole bunch of them with like a download, but it's free as long
Yeah.
as you have Nintendo Online, which is like $20 a year or something like that.
Mhm.
That's not that bad.
So it's really not that bad at all.
Yeah. Just doing a quick search.
I think it's very cool.
Polygon says PlayStation 5 will be backwards compatible with almost all top 100 PlayStation 4 games at launch.
See, that's super cool. Very sick.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
that's pretty
go-
nice
go
because like
son.
I've considered getting a PlayStation console. I've never owned one, but like I would get it to play like Last of Us and
That's the only
Until
that is
Dawn
the only
and-
reason.
and just
Yeah.
in games like
only
that.
reason I'm thinking about getting a PlayStation.
Yeah, and thing is, if like PlayStation 5 is coming out and it's at an affordable price, I might just wait. Then at that
For
point,
the PS5 and
Yeah.
get the better graphics. Last
Yeah.
of Us 2.
get the well, and then like Last of Us 2
Yeah.
is coming out. So
I think it's already out, isn't it?
is it?
No, it's not
Yeah, it's
out.
not
It
out.
just had the whole story leaked or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah.
But that was about it.
Only
it's not
25
out
hours
yet.
of gameplay though. I'm kind of upset.
I never
Like-
played the first one.
Like
I've seen the first
I've
one,
seen
but I
a
never played
good
it. I watched a
chunk of it.
playthrough of it.
we've just waited so long, and we're only gonna get 25 hours. I mean, I don't care. I'll still play 25 hours. But I mean,
25
only
hours
25
of a
Oh, it's-
25 hours of a game like that is pretty normal, isn't
It's
it?
supposed
Well, I mean,
Maybe-
like you
maybe
gotta
like 30?
I mean, like
it's supposed to
Yeah,
come out
it's
It's not
Friday.
open world.
yes.
Oh, really?
And
Yeah.
no.
Last-
but,
Like,
we
do you mean today?
Yeah, like
yeah,
right
it's supposed,
now,
to,
like-
supposed to come
It
out
came
today.
It came out today.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we're recording this on Wednesday. Ho ho!
Oh no, you dated it.
You
But no,
can't,
it's super.
you can't date it, then they're gonna read and they're gonna know exactly.
I
what
already
cool,
fucked
they're gonna
up
be
with saying what day it is. It's fine.
just wipe it out.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, like
Beep, beep.
Nah,
Last of
it's
Us 2
fine.
comes out June 19th, so that would be the same day that this comes out.
Ooh, hey, if you're listening to this podcast and playing Last of Us 2,
Shout out.
Yeah.
good on you.
You know,
Tyreek
beware.
ruined it.
Tell
Sorry.
us in the
I
comments,
ruined
man.
it.
But don't
How did
spoil
I ruin
anything.
it?
Yeah.
I
Speaking of,
I just know how long you're
speaking
gonna be
of,
playing the game for.
speaking of backwards compatible games.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
We got a reboot, not really a reboot, but a secondary game. What is that? A sequel is the name of that. Coming
Oh my
to
God.
Demon Souls. Isn't Demon Souls? Demon
Demon
Souls is
Souls?
Demon Souls is a prequel.
I know, but that's what you're talking about, right?
No.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
You ready? Now I've built it up. Nintendo is releasing. This came out today, by the way. This came out today. Not today. This came out June 17th.
Hey, you just gave the tip.
Pokemon Snap is
Oh,
making
yeah.
a comeback.
I know
so
that.
they're making a new Pokemon Snap game for
That's gonna be
the Switch,
huge,
which is
because there's-
super cool because Pokemon Snap is sick because you just go around.
taking pictures of
I don't. I
Pokemon,
wonder if it'll
man.
be on Rails, but if you haven't played the original Pokemon Snap game, it was very cool because you would just like
Be on a cart.
go on rails. Yeah, you'd be in a cart and you would just take pictures with your Nintendo, like on the Nintendo 64.
And like you would have apples, and you could throw your apple somewhere, and like you get
Yeah,
a secret
to, like,
something, or like
trigger
activate
stuff.
something, and like
That's
maybe you'll find Mew, or maybe you'll like beta Pikachu out. Dude, Pokemon Snap was like
Pokemon Snap was sick.
I've
so
never
much
played
time of
Pokemon
my
Snap,
childhood.
but now I want to.
It's before your time. It's
Yeah,
before your
it's
time.
honestly-
Before your time, Mara.
It's only
It
the
was.
real Pokemon
Whoa, wait,
players.
what console? What console?
Nintendo 64.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, we have a
And
Nintendo 64.
You could have had it. You could have got it on the Wii
it's-
as well. They put it on the Wii as well. Like the same
Oh,
game.
did they?
Yeah, you could
no.
play it on the Wii with the GameCube
Oh.
controller.
Now I think the oldest Pokemon game
Launched
I've
in
ever
99, by the
played
way.
was Pokemon Stadium on Nintendo
Oh
64.
my gosh.
Pokemon
Okay,
Stadium's a
if
sick
they-
game
Favorite
too.
mini
If
game
they
ever
do
to this
that-
day is the one
if
with the
they-
Lickitungs and Sushi. Best game ever. The Jigglypuff or Clefairy game or whatever the hell that is can jump off a cliff.
I think my favorite Pokemon game is the one with like I think it's like called Pokemon EX or something. It's like has the dark
There's Pokemon.
the dark
There's
Lugia.
Pokemon XD. Or,
The Dark
you had
Lugia?
Pokemon. You had Pokemon Colosseum, and then you had Pokemon. I'm losing my mind. You had Pokemon Colosseum, which was the first one, and then Pokemon Colosseum XD Gale of Darkness. I think is what
that's
it
the
is
one,
on
the
the
Gale
on the
of Darkness.
GameCube. Yeah, so that's the sequel of Pokemon Colosseum. Pokemon Colosseum is absolutely the best non-mainline Pokemon game.
Yeah, you just fight.
It's so cool. So if you haven't played Pokemon Colosseum, God, I gotta remember how this plays. I've seen a playthrough of it like pretty recently, like a year or two ago. But I played it as a kid on the GameCube,
Pokemon XD Gale of
And
Darkness. That's what it is.
and it was incredible. So you play as this guy that doesn't. He's like super. It's no one in the main line. You're not like I don't think you're in a region either that's maybe you're in like Sinnoh or something. I don't know, probably not, probably some region that's just like not talked about, and you ride like essentially like a land speeder from like Star Wars.
Oh my
But in
god.
Pokemon, but you don't drive it. It's only in cutscenes, but it's how you get from town to town.
Only in
You can only go
cutscenes.
town to town. There's no wild battles at all. You only battle trainers. Which, if this came out today, people would lose their mind. They'd be like, "Oh, no wild battles. I'm not a fan."
I want to get
So,
shinies.
but yeah, exactly.
Glasses
But-
push.
So there's none of that.
Well, you
But
see.
the only way you caught so your two Pokemon you had was you had an Umbreon and an Espeon.
Ooh.
Or you're like two starter.
I made my
And then and then the way you get more Pokemon is that you find out that some dude is like, I make Pokemon evil,
Yeah, he
and
makes them
so
dark. or
you
whatever.
have to like beat the crap out of them in trainer battles, but then you put this ball like in a machine or something to like change the ball, and then you throw it and you just catch other trainers Pokemon.
You're a villain in this game, I'm pretty sure.
You're not a villain.
You're not
No,
a
you're
villain.
not a villain
I
in
mean,
this
you're
game.
taking
You're not a villain.
Technically, you're taking other people's Pokemon,
Yeah,
so,
but
like,
it's for like a good.
you,
No,
like-
but you only take them from bad guys. Like you don't battle anyone good. You
Oh,
only
true.
battle,
You
You
fight,
only
like,
battle
Team
bad
Rocket
guys.
and
It
all
would
that.
be like going and finding the trainer who left Charizard in the rain in Indigo.
Exactly.
It'd be like going and finding them and beating the shit out of them for being a bad trainer.
Exactly. But yeah,
That's what this sounds
super sick
like.
Game. Super sick game, and it has the best.
It sounds like your
Pokemon-
Child Protective Services for Pokemon. Pokemon Protective Services.
Oh my god!
Imagine.
but it has.
Imagine if that existed.
Yeah, Pokemon. It does. That is it. That's it. That's what
It
this
takes
is.
place in the Sinnoh region. Wait, no, it only has 2 Sinnoh-related Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't know
takes
what
place-
region it takes place in. That'd be interesting to know though, because I have no idea. But yeah, so.
Okay, the story begins 5 years after the events of Pokemon Colosseum.
Okay.
All right.
That's
But
what we got so far. Okay.
but it has the best song ever to be in a Pokemon game, like ever to be in a Pokemon game, and it is. If you're listening to the podcast, I know that I shouldn't tell you to pause it, but absolutely pause the podcast or just listen along in the background. Listen to it. It is Mirror B's theme song in Pokemon Colosseum. That one specifically. I didn't like the XD Gale of Darkness one, but the Pokemon Colosseum one is a bop because the dude has just like Ludicolo, and I mean they're just dancing with their like little maracas the whole time, and I mean it's jamming out. It's so good. It's one of the best times I've ever had in a Pokemon game. Is that
Oh.
it is insane.
Okay, so Michael defeats Greevil and snags his shadow Pokemon. He must purify all of them, including the seemingly impossible to purify Shadow Lugia. So oh, sorry, spoilers. Okay. yeah.
Spoilers for my 10-year-old game,
I guess
15-year-old
like
game.
the Pokemon are already dark, and you're like taking
Yes,
them and
they
then
are.
you're purifying them. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is. So
Interesting.
very cool, and you purify them by like fighting with them and showing them like you love them or whatever bullshit.
Wow.
Poke snacks or whatever, pet them or whatever.
The
Yeah.
oldest trick in the
No
book.
petting.
No petting, but
No
I mean,
petting.
like, you
They
know,
just fight for you instead, and they say, "Oh, well, they love me now," and it's like nice.
because
Very-
I'm fighting with this guy, not this
Yeah.
guy.
Go,
cool,
Pokemon!
very
I
cool.
love and respect you, so please fight for me and kick this guy's ass. Oh my god.
Oh man, but yeah, Pokemon Snap, very cool. What did you say? Did you say what's our favorite Pokemon?
So what's your favorite starter?
Oh, starter.
I gotta pull up a list. I'm sorry.
Well, I guess
Okay,
I should start with asking like what type of trainer are you? Like, do you like fire types? Do you like fighting types?
I like
does that
ghost
mean?
types because you can kind of just use ghost throughout the whole entire game.
Mm.
Like, after you get your first ghost Pokemon, they can literally carry you through the whole entire. Or psychic Pokemon. If you find the routes in Sapphire, it's GG. It's over.
Thing is,
Uh,
Ralts is fairy now.
Isn't he fairy psychic though?
Yeah.
I don't know though.
Well, it depends.
Also, I hate fairy type.
Fairy type
I
is
don't-
bullshit.
I don't really
Sucks.
get. I don't
I
really
think
get.
it sucks.
Fairy
Yeah.
type is bullshit. I'm still waiting on my bug
And-
evolution. And they give us fairy
Bug
instead.
evolution.
Like, come on, they give us a whole new type of Pokemon, and I just want a bug Eevee.
I hate fairy because my favorite type is dragon. I love dragon type
Oh.
Pokemon. I fell in love with dragon type
Oh,
Pokemon.
Fairies
too,
just
back when I
fuck
was like
you
6 or
over.
7. I know. It took them like 20 years, but then they finally caught up and they're like, wait a second, only having these guys like weak to themselves is dumb.
Yeah.
It's like the rock paper scissors, and they're like, man, we're forgetting a step. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait.
but yeah, no. So I think dragon type. My favorite is my favorite Pokemon, and I wish it was a starter all the time, but it's just
Axiom?
Dragonite.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say
I
Axiom. I was like,
No, I love me some Dumpy Charizard.
Oh
He's so great. He's so
Dumpy
good.
Charizard.
Dumpy Charizard. He's the brother they don't talk about. Like
Oh my God.
that's him, and I love him. I love him to death. He's so cute. and he has a job in the
Oh yeah, he's the mail carrier.
He's the mailman.
Oh man, they even cover that in like Pokemon the first movie.
It's so good, dude. He's a mailman on the side, and he just like kicks ass. Hell yeah, that's my boy. Dumpy Charizard all the way. I love him, bro. He's so good.
For me, for my favorite type, I think it's a tie. Although Pokemon Sword has really like tested me on this. Originally I was like a fire type person all the way, but now I think I'm more like fighting type.
Really?
Yeah, but firefighting type. Oh man, that duality
But like, why?
fucking just destroys people. Well, okay, in Sword I picked Scorbunny, which is the fire. That's the fire type in that one. It's a rabbit. Just because I was like, oh my god, he's so cute. And then I always just instinctively start with the fire starter because that is who I am as a trainer. I'm the hit 'em hard, hit 'em fast kind of person. Get them before they can get you. And so I don't know. I just picked him, and then it turns out that he was a firefighting type. And I've just laid waste to this entire game.
The firefighter.
Yeah, I had a feeling that he was gonna be fighting like later on when I saw him, just because. Well, I mean, like he looks kind of like a fighter, but like I didn't want another Torchic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is fair. Yeah. It is pretty much just a rehash of Torchic.
And this one, I think he looks cool, right? Like his second evolution, he's
his second evolution is awesome.
Right, but like Combuskin has the best second evolution. Like he's my second favorite.
Double
Pokemon.
Kick all the way will save your life.
yeah, but Combuskin is sick because he's just a dick. That is he's a dick with chicken legs and a beak. And some arms. Like that's what he is, bro. And they got away with it. They're like, it's Gen 3. They really like us. Like, can we put a dick in the game? Let's see. Like, and they did it. And not only did they do it, but they did it as the most popular like starter. You know what I mean? Like Mudkip, arguably. But I'm saying like going into creating Gen 3, you know, everyone picked Charmander. Everyone picked Cyndaquil, right? And then you go in here like they're probably gonna pick the fire one, and that's when we hit them. That's when we get them with the dick. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is, bro.
Oh my god!
And if you don't know, look up a picture of Combuskin, and that's him. That's just a dick with chicken legs and a beak and some arms.
I'm 100%.
Look it up.
I gotta.
Look it up, I'm telling you.
I gotta look.
I'm telling you.
Oh, and I was wrong. Scorbunny is actually just straight fire type, but he learns a few fighting moves.
Oh,
and so he's just can't stop. Oh my god, you're right. I'll never be able to unsee that. Why did you do this to me?
You're welcome.
I just Thing is, like, I love Raboot. He's Cinderace. No god, Cinderace is the 3rd level. Raboot's the 2nd. But like, I love how Raboot looks. He's like that angsty teenager phase. Just like, I give 0 fucks about everything.
Yeah, he's very sick.
But is it Gigamaxing or is it Dynamaxing? I can't remember which one it is. But like when you're
Dynamaxing.
Yeah, when you're fighting a gym leader, fucking Dynamaxing Scorbunny is the funniest thing ever. Because it's just this giant rabbit with the biggest smile. He because he hops when like in game, like he switches feet, like he's like getting ready to kick your ass, and it's just funny because he
does a boxer step, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does it like really slowly too, and he's just got this huge smile, and it's the scariest fucking thing, but I laugh every damn time. But favorite starters, I'm sorry, I totally took us off course.
Favorite starter though of all time, Tarek, do you have one? Do you know what yours is?
I'm pretty sure it's a tie between Piplup. Okay, no.
Okay, that's a solid one.
It's a tie.
Never mind.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's either.
Okay, then I'll make it easy.
Because I'm a real hard Trico fanboy. Trico is my first.
Oh, okay.
Trico's
not bad.
I was super hard Trico fanboy. It was he just looks so cool, with his little leaf blade, and then like when he evolves, he has the little leaf coming out of his mouth, and he looks like a farmer, kind of like a ninja farmer, just because like the leaf's in his mouth. Just weird. It's a really nice character design,
Yeah.
But Piplup was just like cute to badass. Like her evolution was just. I mean, I say her because it looks like a female. But it's just between those two for me. Piplup or Trico.
Yeah. I got a big one. I got one that's like kind of cheating, to be honest.
All right.
But I have to give it up to the first ever Pokemon game I played.
Are you gonna choose Eevee?
What?
Eevee is a starter.
In
Eevee
which one?
Pokemon XD.
Oh.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
If so,
have to
and
throw it
yellow,
back to
and
I'm gonna
yellow.
throw it back to my favorite thing. Eevee is not a starter in yellow.
The rival starter.
He is the rival starter.
Yeah.
However, my favorite
It's still a
starter
starter.
is yellow, and it is Pikachu.
Oh, garbage.
I love no. It's only Gen 1 Pikachu.
Only yellow. Pikachu.
It's not because Pikachu is my favorite Pokemon, because you know what? There's a lot of other great starters. However, specifically if I'm playing a game and I want to play Gen 1 and I'm starting with yellow, because I played yellow. I didn't play red or blue. I start with yellow, and you start with that Pikachu, and that Pikachu is round. All right, have you? Pikachu is the roundest Pikachu of all time. He's chonking.
Thick. He's a
I love
chonker,
him.
an absolute chonk of Pokemon.
Gen 1 Pikachu. Gen 1 Pikachu is incredible. Like it is so good. I don't know if you've seen it,
Oh
but like,
God.
hold on, I'll find a picture of it.
Just
and
like
show you.
Send me a
in the
picture.
game also he's just huge. Like
That's it.
That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, the
Yeah.
game picture of him is just huge.
And he
Well, but
he
like-
follows you.
Ever since
Yeah,
ever
he's
since
always gonna
Indigo
follow you.
League, I've just always thought Pikachu is just the smuggest little piece of shit Pokemon on the planet, and I've hated him since. Every time I
Dude,
see a Pikachu, I just see red, and I'm just like,
I'm telling you, bro. Look at that Pikachu and tell me that's not the cutest thing you've ever seen, bro. He is round. I posted it.
okay,
in the
yeah,
podcast thing.
he is a round boy.
He's a round
He's a
boy,
round
and
boy.
I love Gen 1 Pikachu. Oh my god, he's so great. Maybe it's nostalgia, but I'm looking at that picture right now, and that's not nostalgia. That's a thick boy, and I love him.
Damn, boy, you
That's
thick.
the best
That's
starter.
A
Yeah,
thick
that's
boy.
the best starter.
Damn boy,
It's insane.
he thick.
You thick.
Oh man, oh god.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely the best starter right there, because it's
a rat
incredible.
Pokemon.
Out of all starters, I don't know which one is my favorite. Well, that's kind of a lie.
That's just a cop out.
it's a
answer.
cop-
You
it is-
you asked the question.
Ask
I was
us.
about to. God damn. Because okay, and you already know which one I'm probably going to pick because it was the first Pokemon game I ever played, and the first one I played was Heart Gold.
Oh.
So
That's the first Pokemon game you played?
it was.
That came out literally over a decade, if I had to guess, after the first Pokemon I played. I'm so confused. Am I that old? I don't think I was that old.
No, it's just because like I never really
Too
had
late.
an interest in Pokemon until I got to that generation, and I kind of got it just to like show my brother and be like, hey, look, I'm interested in the things that you're interested in, because that was around the time that I was starting to get into video games, and like
Yeah.
and so like I was playing like Halo with my brother, and so I was like, oh, Pokemon, and so it's like, oh, I remember Mylan saying that Crystal was good. Well, Heart Gold's it's like the reboot of the original Gold.
Such a good game.
So my first starter was Cyndaquil.
Oh, okay.
But
Cyndaquil's sick though.
however, Froakie will
Chikorita's
forever have a
also
very
great.
special place in my heart.
Froakie. Oh my god.
Froakie is one of the best starters.
What is
that is
The boy.
that is
What
The
game
one
is
and
that?
only.
that is X and Y.
X and Y? I never played X and Y.
X was the first game that I played
Kalos
all the
region.
way through, and I
Okay.
started with Froakie. Because I remember my
Okay.
brother being like, he's cool, and he like becomes like a frog ninja, and I was like, no
Oh
way.
yeah, Greninja.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Okay.
Greninja
okay,
is
wait.
so
I
cool.
kind of have to think about this because Super Smash Bros. Greninja was done
Yeah.
so well that I kind of, I don't know. Who would win though, Piplup or Greninja? That's kind of like.
Piplup or Greninja? Greninja just wins that, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He
I
just
think
gets
so.
his higher,
I mean,
he
but
has
like,
higher stats.
does he
level
really?
points,
Yeah.
He's evolved. Yeah,
Yeah,
when you evolve, you get higher
Greninja's
stats.
Greninja's
Hello?
the final evolved form of Froakie.
Not
Yeah.
not Piplup. I mean, fully
Samurott, I think is his name.
Yeah, whatever.
Samurott.
Yeah.
I don't know the
I have no
stats.
idea.
I
bro.
refuse
But-
to evolve my Piplup.
But it
Like,
also
I'll kinda,
depends
like-
on what moves are being used. It's
Refuse to evolve my Piplup.
Yeah, level
It's
99
level
Pip-
100 Piplup.
level
I just
99
kind
that
of
is
look at it and don't do anything.
sacrilege. Like your
What do you mean?
in my opinion, your starter is like your baby. In
don't
my
need to
opinion,
level up.
in my opinion, you always have to give your starter a nickname and let them evolve. Because
better
they
cancel
because they
every
have to
single
grow
evolution.
with you, damn it.
He's about to evolve.
I-
You better smack him in the face. No,
No,
stay. You better
don't
stay
do that.
cute.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. The only
I also
the
love
only
seeing the
Pokemon I
kind of
don't ever
monsters
evolve.
that they evolve into.
Pikachu.
Yeah, the only Pokemon I don't ever evolve is Teddy Ursa.
Oh.
Okay,
Is that the
yeah,
name of
Teddy
it?
Ursa
Yes.
is
Teddy
precious as
Teddy-
fuck.
That's the only one I don't.
Teddy Ursa
Yeah.
used Quake.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'd be like, oh, how cute. The ground like shakes a little bit. That's about it.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Or Magikarp. You can keep Magikarp level.
Oh
level
god,
99,
Magikarp
100%.
is
Yeah,
useless.
you don't just
Magikarp
gonna
use Splash.
Unless
level
it
99
knows
Splash.
tackle when you first get it. The first Magikarp I ever caught knew tackle, and I was like, this is amazing. You're gonna level up so fast.
Empoleon.
I just needed a Gyarados at that point.
Yeah.
Empoleon is Piplup's.
I can't believe
The
you
Emperor
played Heart
Pokemon.
Gold as your first game. That's
He's-
so good though, because
he's so
that's one of
stuck
the
on me.
best. That's one of the best.
Oh, I was looking at
Pokemon
Oshawott.
games.
I'm an idiot.
You're an Oshawott fan?
No.
Oh, it's
Ty
like-
was
it's like-
talking about Piplup. I accidentally looked at Oshawott because their builds are
no.
pretty damn similar. And so I was
Yeah.
like,
yeah,
oh.
it is.
It made-
They are very similar.
so
They're
similar.
like, what if we did another?
Let's do another
Water-
Piplup.
But
But make
Yeah, what
it.
if we did-
Another penguin. Do it again.
Yeah, what if we do another water penguin?
They
starter?
just hit remix on the
Yeah.
animal and kept the colors the same.
I think I
Did you
gotta
ever
say
see-
my favorite Oh, what were you gonna say?
Oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna say like my favorite overall Pokemon that's been made like so far. Just like my coolest. Just like the coolest concept I think they've come up with.
Eevee.
It's the keys of the ice cream. I'm just leaving
No,
the
no.
podcast.
I was gonna say. I was gonna
Oh.
say Aegislash, the ghost sword. The sword. It's just like a ghost weapon, but it's just like a sword. And then when he
Oh, okay,
evolves,
yeah.
it's a sword and shield. But it's
Oh, I think I know what
like,
you're
it's
talking
a
about.
ghost Pokemon.
I
It's
hate
sick.
fighting that thing. Fucking
Yeah, I
hate
know
it.
so
exactly what you're talking
sick.
about.
I hate that damn thing.
It's a royal steel and ghost. Yeah,
Oh god, that's such a scary combo.
it's a deadly combo. I love it.
Steel and Ghost. Oh god.
The royal sword Pokemon.
Ugh. Now I'm curious what your favorite evolutions are. Do you guys ever get evolutions?
I don't ever get an Eevee because
Umbreon-
Eevee sucks.
Umbreon-
Eevee's very cute,
Really?
but I think if I had to go, because I like having, I get all my cool, like I get the Pokemon I like that aren't good,
Mhm.
but like I just not a big fan of like the evolutions. Like I think like I just want good and cool Pokemon,
Mhm.
and they're like okay. Like you got your like Jolteon, Flareon.
The ice one's
suck
kinda
Dicky
strong.
on, like I don't know, they're just
The
all
ice
really
one's kinda-
bad,
ice
except
one's
for
alright.
like Espeon and Umbreon. I think the rest are just garbage.
Umbreon or bust. That's what I always say. Umbreon
Right.
or bust.
Umbreon or Buzz.
That
You have to
hurts.
go
Like, then
Umbreon.
Dark is just kind of like a meh thing, isn't it?
But it's just
not
such a
like even
flex.
good.
It's
think
just such a flex. Like it's just such a flex. I just feel like it's such a flex.
Yo, the amount of times that Leafeon has saved my ass
Leafeon,
Sword,
come
Get outta
on.
fucking
here. I'll
Leafeon, man.
I'll get my like my combustion or whatever penis man to kick him in the face and then it's done.
Well, but I mean, like fighting the trainers in Sword, Leafeon has been so helpful. He's like on my main team.
True.
Like that's my
Really?
hot
I can see
take.
that.
Is Leafeon is useful. Just got
I'm just saying, if you
Yeah,
don't have a
it's
ghost
a
Pokemon
hot
on your team,
take.
I don't know what you're doing.
well, okay, because
Hot
Leafeon
take.
knows. Well, my Leafeon knows Leech Seed and Giga Drain.
Okay,
So
so he's just like a stall, but like then he's not like very tanky to stall, right? Like he's like artificially tanky because of the health stuff, but
I mean, he does have some moves. I forget what he knows. Cause I think it's been a couple weeks since I've touched it, but my Leafeon's got some decent moves. But I'm
I get it. I don't know. I don't know enough about Leafeon because I just kind of like stay away from it.
tragic.
Aegislash has 2 modes based on what attack he's using. If he uses a defensive move, he goes into shield stance and he gets like a defensive stat. So if I use like, I don't even know, like what would like up your defense? What is that? Harden. If I use Harden, he would go from like sword mode to shield mode and then get more stat boost on top of that because he's in defensive mode. That's crazy. That's broken. Honestly broken.
Broken as fuck. What was your favorite generation of Pokemon to play? Hunter, what was the last Pokemon that you played?
That's a good
So
question.
I played generation 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 4 is.
I don't know.
What's
what
4? Which one's 4?
Emerald, Sapphire.
I'd have to look. No. Oh, is that no? That's 3, right?
Emerald
let me
was
look
after. Emerald was after.
Emerald,
Sapphire
but it's
and
Emerald
Ruby.
still.
Yeah, it's still the same. It's the same generation.
Let me look.
Platinum?
But I definitely played 3. I did not play Platinum. So Platinum's 4, right?
Mm-hmm. And there's Black and White, and then there's Diamond and Pearl.
I found a list.
Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah. Okay. So I played. Oh, I technically did play Generation 4. So I played Generation 1. So like I played Red. I played Yellow. Then I played Crystal. Then I played Ruby. I also played Fire Red. Which is still Gen 3, I guess, but it's just a remake of Gen 1. And then I still have yet to this day to play Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and I've heard
I
want to
play Diamond and Pearl so badly.
Heard they're incredible.
And I've also heard that Black and White was pretty good,
Yeah.
but Black 2 and White 2 was bad.
So I played Soul
That's
Silver.
what I've heard.
I played Soul Silver, and then I played Pokemon Black, and then I played Omega Ruby.
I played Alpha Sapphire, and I was not impressed.
I liked it. I really like Gen 3, but Gen 3 is kind of hit or miss for people. And then I played Sun, and then I played the Let's Go games.
How was Sun? I never played Sun and Moon.
It sucked. Don't play it. I didn't.
It sucked.
And then I played Sword, I think. I have one on my Switch, but I don't remember which one. I still need to finish it.
Yeah, I have Sword. I still have yet
to
finish it. I beat all the gym leaders. I need to defeat Leon and everyone else. I hate that process. Like, it's nice that you don't have to fight, like, the final 4 like you do in the others, but it also sucks because I have to fight Marnie and, well, Hop I'm not too worried about, but I have to fight fucking Beatty, and I'm like, you and your goddamn fairy types can get the fuck out. Just get out of here with that.
I didn't realize how many generations I actually played, but
yeah.
I guess I played one from every single generation. I did not know it.
Which one was your
That's
favorite?
Crazy. Favorite one, I have to say, like, I am a huge fan. Like, Gen 2 is just like the bang for your buck, and it has the best music, and it's just so good.
Yeah.
Gen 2 is incredible. It's got like decent graphics, like to where it's not like screeching at you either. Like Gen 1 screeches at you whenever you turn that thing on. Like it was bad. And I couldn't really read, to be honest. When I played Gen 1, I couldn't really read.
Yeah.
I was like 4 or 5 when I played it, and I was learning to read, but I couldn't like read extremely well. So could I read? Maybe I could read. I don't know. But it was sick, and I remembered that I remember I had a Nidoking, and I would just thrash my way through the entire game. Watched a speedrun for that game about like 2 to 3 years ago. Apparently I found the speedrun strat first.
Wow.
Because that's what you do. You literally get a Nidoking. I mean, they like manipulate stuff to where they get like the perfect, male Nidoran.
Or whatever,
but
they
get like the perfect male Nidoran. But that's like what you do is you literally play the entire game by just thrashing through everyone with Nidoking. And it's insane. And that's what I was doing at 5 years old. So, like, you're welcome, Pokemon speedrun community. I never posted online, but, you knew, like, through the ether.
Never posted online, but I was first.
I didn't know online was a thing.
I could barely read.
On phonics and, like,
but
Bob the Builder. And that's about it.
Oh, man.
Or Thomas the Tank Engine.
Ty, what about you?
Um,
What's your
I
favorite?
my favorite one wasn't one of the original like games. It was a modded one. It
Okay.
was called Pokemon Light Platinum. It was a Game Boy Advanced mod to. It was a. I'm pretty sure it was like a merge of Emerald, Ruby, and like Sapphire and Platinum and like a little bit of Diamond and like it was like a lot of games put into one and they called it Pokemon Light Platinum. And like I think what's cooler on this game is they had a lot more like cameos of the Pokemon like out of battle. So like
Oh,
you would
okay.
see like Suicune, like they had a little cutscene of Suicune like running like away from you, like when you came somewhere, Suicune like
That was in
dashed into
Crystal
the
too.
well, yeah, but I mean, like it was like bursting through a Poke store or whatever. Like
Oh,
Suicune running into a Poke
okay.
store and like fucking shit up and like running out. Like they had like little cutscenes and stuff, and it was
Hmm.
like I don't know, it was just like the first Pokemon where it felt I don't know.
Like
It was
fleshed out.
yeah, like fully fleshed out. It was like kind
Yeah.
of. I mean, like there was obviously like the few bugs, like you could walk through a few textures because it was a modded game, but like besides that, the game was really really good. Like the combat looked really good, and like just the UI and everything was kind of like different and like updated,
Hmm.
and like you could go to every region. It was like an open world kind of like well not fully open. It was like a Pokemon made ahead of its age, like because you could just go to different regions. I'm pretty sure there still isn't a Pokemon till this day where you can just go on the map and switch between Sinnoh region and whatever region and just fly there and
Uh,
have like the different
Gen
map.
2
Mm.
Gen 2 had Gen 1 and Gen 2 region.
Yeah.
It's the only one that did that. And that's really cool. That story about that happening is super sick because apparently it was like one designer at Game Freak that was like, "Hey, like he worked on it all by himself
Mhm.
and then they just like threw it in at the last second because it
Wow.
worked like so flawlessly. It was sick." So
Love
it
that.
was like one designer. I wish I knew his name.
Go
so I'd give him credit,
designer,
but
dude. Well, you
yeah,
know
it
what?
was
Let's
like
let's look it
a
up.
game designer and he
I want
did
to
it.
give this man
Yeah.
credit. What do I need
It
to
was
look
sick.
up?
I don't know. I, I don't know.
Look that up. Look
Guy
that up.
guy that put I all the Pokemon fans are gonna hate me. Whatever the region of Gen 1 is.
They're gonna be like, you fool!
Yeah,
It's this.
the Kanto guy that put Kanto region.
You know,
in
Hunter,
Gen
I'll
2
let
or
you
something
look
like
it
that.
up while I share what my
All
favorite
right.
is.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know. My eyes, I kind of glazed over in that conversation. I'm sorry, you guys.
You're
It's
good.
been such a long ass day. Let's see. My favorite one. I don't know. I think it's probably 'cause I haven't played many of them. Like I have played the OG Sapphire. That one is interesting. But Alpha Sapphire was is a miss for me.
Agreed.
I played Heart Gold, never finished it. I lost it, but I recently refound it. And so I'm like, you know what?
Okay.
I still have my 3DS. I'm going to boot it up and charge it. So I don't know. I remember enjoying Heart Gold because I remember finding a Mareep and just falling in love with that little spicy sheep. But honestly, I think my favorite is probably X. But I think that's because that was the first Pokemon game that I just couldn't put down. Like the story just flowed for me and everything. It just like once you started playing, you just kept going. And I remember getting stuck, putting it down and coming back to it like 30 minutes later and being like, "Oh fuck." But I'm also a bitch for customization stuff. Like I love customizing. Like if I'm going to stare at one character for hours on end, you bet your damn ass I'm going to customize the shit out of it. But I do miss being able to walk around with like your Pokemon right behind you. Like I remember that from Heart Gold and having like Typhlosion
Yes.
walking behind me and it just being so intimidating. And I was like, yes, fear me and my giant fire hamster thing. Fear me.
Yeah. That was a really cool thing about Yellow too. Yellow was the first game to do that. So Pikachu followed you. Like
Yeah.
in the you know how Pikachu was never in a Pokeball?
And you could turn
Oh.
around
Like
and talk to him.
in the anime? Yeah, the same thing. Like that one's like the one like based specifically off the anime. It's very cool.
Damn.
Also, it was
Like I missed that feature a lot.
yeah, it's very cool. It was Satoru Iwata. I absolutely butchered that name because this man
Will
is
you spell
great.
it out for me? I know some Japanese.
Satoru.
Satoru.
You said Satoru.
Oru.
Oru.
And then
Satoru.
Iwata.
Yeah. Satoru Iwata.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, he's great. He ended up becoming the president, the fourth president of Nintendo, because he's sick and he's dope and he like saved Game Freak because he's awesome.
We love you, Iwata-san. Thank you for
he's
all your
dead.
hard work. Oh fuck!
You can still love him.
Dead.
You can still love him.
And he's dead.
You know, and he's dead. Great 07, awesome. You know, salt of the earth, great dude. Very sick.
Tragic.
So,
Oh.
very very cool guy, and he like single-handedly. To the best of my knowledge, I could be completely wrong, but to the best of my knowledge, he single-handedly like put in the Kanto region in Gen 2, which is super awesome because it just extends the life of the game by like, you know, a few more hours, which is great because you just play through all those. I mean, you kind of like sweep through them, but it's awesome and it's incredible. So, and then you fight the Elite Four again, and then you go and you fight Red, who is just like the main character from Gen 1.
Right.
Isn't there a game where you fight Professor Oak?
I have no idea. I don't
Yeah,
think
it's called Wii Boxing.
Yeah. Yeah, you go and you create a meme.
That make it square up any day. Just take him out.
And then you just beat his ass.
I'm sorry, just the thought.
07.
Just like Professor Oak just jumping into the ring and like trying to diss you and your mom. And then you just lay waste to him.
You just beat the mess out of him.
I'm gonna cut that out.
Lay waste.
Oh, I
On
hit
that
my
note.
mic again. All right, I'll make another note so you know.
Oh
My
man.
bad.
Well, on that note, thank you guys for joining me.
Oh, of course.
I don't think
You're welcome. It was fun. I love being on the podcast. Very cool.
I didn't think our
very
conversation
chill.
would go to Pokemon, but you know what?
I didn't either. I want to talk. I definitely want to talk more about. I'm just kidding. I did know it would. I didn't think it'd go this far into it, but I knew because I brought up Pokemon Snap, so I lied. I did know.
You're
I'm
like
the master planner.
I think over half
He's
of
like-
this episode is just us talking about Pokemon.
I know, and just like stereotypical normie Pokemon stuff. Ugh,
There are worse things.
what an awful podcast.
Wow, we're such fake gamers.
Cut
we
that.
play
Cut
Pokemon.
Cut that. Cut it. What?
These
I'll
darn
cut it.
Just put this
gamers.
word into it. Put this word. Just put great. There. Just put that. Just cut that into that, and it'll
Pokemon
be good. Just
esports?
cut it all. Just cut all this. Just call it. It's just a waste.
Alright.
Just do the outro.
Thank you guys so
Just
much
do
for
the
joining
outro.
me. To our lovely audience, if you enjoyed listening to this, please hit like and subscribe to the YouTube things, hit the bell. If you think there's someone else that you know that may enjoy listening to us bitch about game consoles and Pokemon, please feel free to share it. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye.